Ipswich Town reached the last Saturday of the football season, once more cast in the role of bridesmaids, hoping against hope that someone will send them a bouquet from Anfield. But at least they've kept the party going to the finish, although their lineup this afternoon, as usual, is missing key names. And it shows that Kevin O'Callaghan is included up front with Steve McCall at left back. And if you add up the number of matches missed by Franz Tyson, Terry Butcher and Paul Mariner during the course of the season, and that goes right the way through the team, it comes to more than a season and a half of fixtures. Nottingham Forest this afternoon really here to make the numbers up at the end of a rather disappointing season for them, finishing in mid-table. But the feelings will be rather different for one of that number, wearing number 9, Steve Hodge, who at 19 years old makes his league debut at Portman Road. Brian Clough, now a solitary figure, football's most famous marriage of ideas, having come to an end with Peter Taylor deciding to retire after they've been together for 15 years with just one little break. The referee is Ken Salmon of Barnet. And it's going to be warm for him as well as for the players. It's Bowyer for Nottingham Forest, Ipswich wearing the white shorts. First half touch at least for Steve Hodge, who's partnered by Peter Davenport, who played his first game only a couple of weeks ago at Anfield. They are in the team, Messrs Wallace and Fashanu, who each cost £1 million and more, are out of the side. Davenport scored his first goal against Tottenham in midweek. O'Callaghan, Mariner, Mills, Muren, battling by Hodge. Muren seemingly unaware of his presence behind him. Mills. And the free kick given against Stuart Gray. Nice turn by Mariner. Brazil! Oh, he made it look so easy. Plenty of power in the header. It was a nice move by Ipswich. And Shilton took it without a care in the world. Davenport. Henderson in the front player role. And still. Now, can they exploit the gap that is on the right? Only a back line of 3 at the moment. O'Callaghan. Oh yes, he's gone all the way! And it came off Willie Young. Shilton had to come and meet the foe. And the ball rebounding off the shin of Willie Young after a really good run by Kevin O'Callaghan, which brings applause from all around the ground and from several of his colleagues. Again, Shilton made it look so easy. Front line of 3, one of them being Mills. Gunn, resolute once more. And the referee felt that Walk left the foot there. Anderson. McGovern. Nobody left. Now Gray pulled back. Davenport. Hodge. And it was deflected, and he did very well to recover his ground. Hodge, for a moment, thought he was going to mark his debut with a goal, albeit an in-off. But in a way, the fact that Laurie Civil is a little man was much to his benefit then, because he really scampered across. Rover. Head down and off goes Anderson. Brazil with him. Nicely done by the England player. McGovern. Never saw it all the way, but the move much inspired by Anderson. Pretty frustrating half for Ipswich Town and their supporters. Just one header from Brazil and one lovely run by Kevin O'Callaghan, but not looking with the urgency that is required of title chasers. Only once in the last decade have Ipswich Town been out of the top six in the First Division, and that was the year they had the considerable compensation of winning the FA Cup. They've been so near, but they haven't been able to grasp the title. Hodge. Sybil is out of his goal, and there's Rober! And it was pushed onto a post, I think. No, it wasn't. It came off the post. And the goal kick has been given. Sybil flying across his goal, but it was the post that saved him and his team. McCall. And a crowd of a little under 20,000. Still wait for something really positive to cheer. Here is Mariner, and Shilton felt that Mariner climbed up him. And the free kick has been given. Some view from camera on a hoist behind Peter Shilton's goal. Burley, Robertson, Bowyer, Davenport. It's a good turn if he can get the shot in now. And it's going in! But he never really made a shot worthy of the word. But he carried on after a really fine turn to devastate Bobby Robson, to delight the supporters who've travelled down from Nottingham, and to score his second goal in a week. Best part of it was the turn. After that, it ran a little kindly for him. But Ipswich Town now have a real fight on their hands. The champions of not so long ago, 1978, proving more of a problem than was anticipated. Two against two. Hodge looking for support from behind. It's nicely done. It was kept in. And Hodge allowed to go by Muren. There's a real chance here for a second. Good play by Sybil. And Davenport holds his head in his hands. But young Steve Hodge started that. Nice ball down the line by Robertson. And it could so easily have ended with a second goal. Once again, Ipswich would have contributed to their own failings. Down by Butcher. Brazil. And it's all quite keen. I think thought he'd been fouled at the start of that. He went off in search, and Brian Clough it was who got out of his seat. McCall. McGovern. Anderson. Davenport making a run on the far side. Hodge in the middle. Anderson going all the way and was nudged from behind, and the referee gives nothing. And that's another escape for Ipswich, in my opinion. Anderson was not looking truly balanced as he ran into the box. I had a feeling that he was helped a bit on his way. Trevor. Trevor. Anderson. Trevor. And here's Davenport again. Oh, I say, what a good finish. And that surely is the end of Ipswich Town's outside chance of winning the title. Just look at the faces of Ipswich Town players. It's gone now. And they really have not been on their game at any stage this afternoon. They looked totally lost, and the score reflects that. Really good goal by Peter Davenport, finished with some aplomb. Silly foul by Walk. Just chest into Robertson's back. And Peter Davenport, having scored his first league goal in his fourth league game, now has a chance of a hat-trick in only his fifth senior appearance. Robertson. McGovern. Now Brazil. This is a real chance. Shilton to meet him. It's 2-1. Well, the goalkeeper did all he could. Alan Brazil showing the sort of finishing which has marked his season. And that is goal number 27 for him. And it lifts the sagging hearts of Portman Road. Free kick. And I must say, after a pretty barren first half, it's a very unlikely score. Space here for O'Callaghan, and still, and the corner is the final verdict, and rightly. There was no way there was a penalty there. Out by Young, but the possibility of an equaliser from Ipswich is increasing. Or what have I said? Here's Hodge. Davenport far side, not actually marked at the moment, and he scores! That is unbelievable marking by Ipswich Town. And the youngster gets his hat-trick, and Ipswich must be kicking themselves, and their manager for sure will kick them. That really was unreal from a side with pretensions of being league champions. They mark like schoolboys, and poor schoolboys at that. So 3-1 to Nottingham Forest. Position of promise, once again, there is one of despair. Here's Anderson. Rover. Offside. So Davenport, 4 goals in 2 matches and a hat-trick in only his 5th game of league football. And Nottingham Forest to bring off young Steve Hodge. And he's replaced by Mark Proctor and carried off the field by Brian Clough. Doing the fatherly job. Osman and Butcher making their ways forward in search of further consolation. O'Callaghan. Mariner out by Young. Referee with watch in hand, whistle in mouth. And Bobby Robson's face as he joins with Brian Clough really says it all. He's the hero of the hour, Peter Davenport, who was an amateur on the books of Everton, and whatever the result there, his hat-trick ended the hopes of Bobby Robson and his team. He will be the most dejected because his players on the afternoon gave a thoroughly disappointing performance. Brazil gave them hope, but they fell away after that, the 3rd goal being the result of some really appalling marking. And so for Ipswich, the party's over, and I wonder whether Bobby Robson will call it a day here.